I decided to try a new series on my channel, One Piece Discussions. There are a few things out there that people have been debating for a while. In these videos I pick a topic of debate and present both pros and cons. I'll leave it to you guys to decide in the comments on which side is better. Please give me lots of feedback on these series. It's just a test, if you guys don't like it, of course I will stop doing them. The topic for this video is based on a new level of Haki. This means something new we have yet to see in the manga. This could include major advancement in one of the mechanics of Haki that we know, or could just be a new type completely. Let's start with the pros. Pros consist of 3 main points. Firstly, we have already potentially seen the next level of Haki. Secondly, we haven't seen any strong characters fight all out yet. And thirdly, Ch821 needs some room to improve. The first point suggests we already have seen hints of the next level of Haki. Observe the following clip to see what people are talking about. Sanji and Zoro seem to transform in a sense. These events occur when their spirits are at a peak. Haki is basically a way to weaponize someone's spirit. There is yet an explanation for these events, so perhaps it has to do with something created by Haki. One World HD has made several theories based on this point. His channel link would be in the description. A common theory going around is Shanks' potential ability to create an arm out of Haki. This could be a branch from the same thing Zoro does when he creates more arms and more heads in Ashura form. On the topic of Shanks, he appears to be a Yonko who relies only on Haki. It doesn't make sense how he could stand above different users, use Haki and different powers, unless there's more Haki, which he can use to have terrifying powers. The next point is about how we haven't seen any strong characters fight yet to hide his next level of Haki. Oda has a habit of not showing people's strengths in large battles, such as Marineford. He tends to leave it to 1v1 matches for characters to show all of their cards. We have yet to see an actual full-on 1v1 between two characters of immense strength, such as Admirals, Yonkos, etc. There have been several fights with such strong characters. We have Kuzan vs Aquino. We also have the Whitebeard Pirates versus the Blackbeard Pirates. Oda is having these fights to potentially reveal the second level of Haki later on in the series. The last point for the pro side is the fact that the Straw Hats need some room to improve. Of course, members such as Navi have a lot of space to improve based on the fact they get to discover offensive Haki. But what about Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji? Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji have already got a good grasp on armament and observational Haki. Not gonna go into Conqueror's Haki, that's one other debate completely. However, it is quite apparent they're not out of it to take it on Yonkos yet. They barely defeated Doflamingo. If they were to discover a new level of Haki, they could train on that to grow stronger. Gear 5 could be formed around its unrevealed Haki, and it will finally show us what is happening to the Straw Hats on getting to Yonko level strength. In conclusion, we can see some evidence from Zoro and Sanji there could be more to Haki, and we haven't seen other cases due to the fact experiencing strong characters fight yet. The next power increase in the Straw Hats could be them training to use this Haki. The cons are all points created to argue against the points created by the pros. The cons are firstly, Redley never taught Luffy second level Haki. Secondly, no point for more variety to Haki to increase strength. And thirdly, there already is an explanation behind Zoro's Ashura and Sanji's fire. Some argue that it was due to them not having enough time to previously train Luffy, but regularly left 18 months in to let Luffy train at year 4 for the last remaining 6 months. However, why didn't he at least discuss the next ever Haki with Luffy? It could arguably have been giving him more of an edge without the year 4 film, seeing as it is the hidden power of the strongest players in One Piece. The next point is arguing that there is no need for that type of Haki, as characters are already overpowered with the current Haki. I'm sure the following instances of overkill caused by these characters who are apparently stronger in the opinion.
まったく物を聞いただけでしょう。
All these instances show no evidence of a second form of Haki. All these characters can be careful in enemy traditional acts without a second level of Haki, especially if you added possibilities of them having awakened powers and don't familiar with it. Lastly is Zoa's, Ashura, and Sandy's flame. They are to be dealt with differently since they have different causes. Let's start with the easy one, Sandy's flame.
笑ってられんのも今のうちだ。何が楽しくと回ってんのか知らねえが。なんだあの野郎、足が赤く。悪魔の足。ディアブルジャンプ。
Diablo Jump is cosmic fiction, not Haki. Saji could hypothetically light himself completely on fire by spitting in cosmic fiction in the air. I also investigate Zoro. In Zoro's case, we already know of a demon possessed swordsman in the story. Observe. Cavendish is a sword fighter, but possesses an evil spirit which dramatically increases spell strength, just like Zoro has. Theory is that these possessing spirits come from cursors in One Piece. We know why cursors were just really into One Piece. This shows they must have some importance in the story. We know why Zoro got the Sunday Kitsu. Another important fact is that Zoro challenged the curse by placing his luck against the sword's curse. What if all swords had a demon, and that if you beat them, you gain the powers of the demon, just like Zoro technically did. Mihawk's sword, Yoru, is known as the strongest sword in the world. However, once you think about it, there are 7 swords which are unbreakable. This means that there are 3 swords of the same strength. Triggers to make a sword strong. The shape varies based on sword style. What makes a sword strong is how sharp it is, and how strong of a blade it is. But that doesn't really go into effect, seeing as there are several swords that are quote-unquote indestructible. If Yuri contains spirit far greater than any other sword, then it could be labeled as the strongest sword in One Piece. Can we believe that Zoro's eyes is something related to the demon? Well, have you seen Mihawk's eyes? That and the sword are his defining features, which could connect to the sword spirit. I've been mentioning spirits and objects, which we have already seen in the series with the Going Mary having a spirit, so why not curse swords? They're good spirits, why could they not also be bad spirits? Another point on this is that items have devil fruits. Perhaps them having a spirit would connect to them possessing devil fruits. In conclusion of the con, there is no evidence or need for something above Haki. Ashura instead is going to be explaining the friction and curse of objects. This is the end of the video, but by far not the end of the discussion. There is a lot more point arguing the points which I have made, but it will take hours to get into. Comment below your thoughts on this, like and subscribe to the discussion, and adios.